Hi, this is Digital Stereo Guitar. We're checking out some top tips that every guitarist should know. It will help you improve your overall tone, your playing, and just a whole range of other things. So let's go through these. Hopefully they help, and if they do, give me a thumbs up on my video. So at home, you're playing along, you're sounding brilliantly, but you could actually be out of time. So you're not actually sitting in a nice beat, nice click sound, okay? Could be a lot to do with you not playing with the metronome in your own practice time at home or wherever you may be. You can buy most metronomes from a music store, very cheap, just a nice ticking. You can create different tempos, different sort of beats, etc. on your metronome. You can also look at maybe downloading them on your phone. This is a simple one. You know, nice and simple. You can speed it up, slow it down, create different beeps and tones and that sort of thing, different speeds. Very easy. There's a lot of free ones out on your phone, so you can probably get those from your iPhone or for your Android devices as well. But get a metronome. When you're practicing at home, when you're playing your scales, when you're playing your chords, have the metronome in on the background the whole time, and you'll find that over time you just start to naturally play in time, and then in the end you won't need it all the time because your head is in that rhythm of constantly being in beat. Know and learn what frets are on your fretboard. Know what notes you're playing when you're playing your guitar. It's excellent if you know already some chords. You know, if you know your G chord, okay, if you know a C chord, for example, if you know a D, if you know an E. Really helpful to know your minors as well, an E minor, right, a C minor, a B minor, etc. An A minor, an A major. Okay, understand your chords, very helpful. But also knowing what notes are played in that chord are helpful as well. But understand what notes are on your fretboard. Okay, so know your numbering system. You got the first note, open, is an E. Second fret of the top string is an F. Move to an F sharp, to a G, etc. Moving up the neck on that E string. Second string, you've got an A with an open. A B flat, a B, C, C sharp, D, all the way up to the 12th fret, which is your open, all the way up here. E, A, D, G, B, E. Same as, okay? E, A, D, G, B, E. Open notes. This is an octave higher, which means it's 8 notes higher. Same note, but an octave higher. Okay? So I've got a A on the 5th fret. I know an octave higher is up here. But I also know it's here. And I know that there's an A here as well. So there's a number of places that you've got certain notes. So we just went over. An A can be here, on the 5th fret of the top string, can be here, can be here, can be here, can be here, can be here. They're all A's, different octaves. But it's helpful to know what notes are at which frets as well. If there's a part in a song that sounds pretty complicated, it could be quick, it could be, you know, a speedy riff, a lick, a solo, what have you. Learn how to play stuff slow before you play it fast. This is not necessarily just true for a solo, but if you're playing a scale, alright? Play it very slow first, okay? Start speeding it up. So play things slow, play them slow until you get really comfortable with them, and then gradually build up the speed. Don't start trying to play the fast part straight away, really quickly, really quickly, really quickly. chances are you're not going to sound very good. You may hit a lot of incorrect notes and it may not play when you're playing with people as well. So learn slow, then go gradually to faster as well. Don't go and buy cheap pedals. Cheap pedals generally will sound nasty. You can think, oh, I can spend, you know, $200-300 and buy myself 10 pedals, or I can spend $200 or $300 and buy myself one pedal. Now those 10 pedals that you buy, they probably are going to sound pretty poor. They're not going to sound very good. Well, if you invest a bit of money, spend good money on one pedal. If you've got even more money, look at getting the rack mount pedals, which are going to give you even more variation and better tone. But get some good pedals. Get pedals that are true to your sound. Get pedals that will not overcomplicate your sound, but will complement your sound, right? So don't just go get a whole range of pedals and plug them all in and think, oh yeah, I've got all these pedals, look at me, I'm so good. But choose pedals that fit your sound. The other important thing is when you do get some pedals and you get some pedal boards, learn when to use these pedals, right? Don't have, you know, 5 or 6 of them on all at the same time if you don't need to. So be selective, not only with the pedals that you choose, but the pedals that you have on, and at which times in a song you have these pedals on as well. Playing with other musicians. A lot of people can take this for granted, but you will not realize how important it is when you do start playing your guitar with other musicians, other guitarists, keyboardists, drummers. When you start being in a band with singers, etc., etc., you'll find that it helps with your overall sound and your improvement as a guitarist as well. You can play at home as much as you want, and you could sound fantastic. But being there with other people that you can bounce ideas from, other people that you can play with, harmonize with, etc. on your instrument, will improve your entire playing. So definitely play with people. Find people online, play with people, answer ads, that sort of stuff. Even if it's not for a band, just to do simple jamming sessions, all right? If you know other people, say, hey, why don't we catch up? Let's just jam for a bit, let's just play. Playing with other people will definitely help. Get some feedback from people that you're playing with. Ask them, hey, do I sound good? Do I know how to play? What did you think? How do you think I played on this particular song? They will tell you the truth, or ask them, please tell me the truth. I want to learn, I want to get better as a guitarist. So get feedback. A lot of people go through their music career playing guitar, you know, doing what they're doing, thinking that they're fantastic, but perhaps they're not actually as good as they think they are. So unless you know that you need to improve in certain areas, you may not actually improve in those areas. So ask your fellow band members, your singers, etc. How am I playing? Do I sound good? What can I do to play better? You know, should I get this? Should I perhaps invest in getting this particular sort of pedal? Maybe a better guitar? Maybe getting some lessons, right? You may be playing for many, many years, but getting some lessons to get better may be something that you need to hear. Maintaining your equipment. A lot of people don't think about this. Change your strings often enough, okay? Over time, your strings will start to accumulate things underneath them, you know, your dead skin cells, etc. The oil from your finger starts to go on your strings. Your fretboard starts to get dirty. Mine may be dirty, I'm not sure, I can't really tell. It could be, you could see it there. Look at things like your guitar pickups, you know, are they too high, are they too low? Is this pickup louder than this pickup? Is my intonation right? You know, if I play some octaves, some you know, things all the way up here, you know, is it out? You know, if I'm playing an E chord, that may sound okay, but if I play it up here, does it sound wrong? You know, if I play a high A up here, do all the notes sound the same? That could be a sign that your intonation is out. Check things like your action, you know, is my action too high on my guitar? So keep your guitar gear stuff in check, right? Take it to perhaps a music store, get them to set up your guitar, you know, give it a yearly, maybe a 2 or 3 yearly checkup, like a health check on your guitar, on your instrument itself. Okay. Leads. I'm sure you've all done this. You've got your leads, you've stepped on them, you've pulled them, you've twisted them, you've rolled them incorrectly, somebody's rolled them over their, you know, over their elbow, that sort of stuff, making them really, really tight. Leads can get damaged pretty quickly. You'll find that if you have your lead plugged in, put a lot of distortion and start moving your lead around, you know, just start going like this on your lead. If you start hearing any buzz, your lead could be gone. So look at getting some new leads, keep your leads in check and replace them if you need to. Other things is your patch the patch cables between your pedals. Make sure that they're in check, make sure that they are working correctly. Again, it happens very often, happens to every guitarist that I've known. Your pedals stop working and then you have to track down which lead it is in your chain that has failed, and it can be a real nightmare to work out which lead it is that isn't working. So just check them from time to time, make sure that they're all up and running, and that's all good with your pedals. Never underestimate the importance of your tone on your guitar. Think about things like what guitar you're going to use, what pedals you're going to use, and what amp you're going to use. Those three will determine the tone that you get out of your sound. Will also make you, as a unique musician, give your own sound, your own unique flavor to the sort of style of music that you're playing. So think about the guitar you're going to get, think about the amp you're going to get, think about the pedals that you're going to get. Okay? Combining the three will give you the best tone that you can achieve for yourself. Try experimenting as well. Try playing around with certain pedals, try playing around with different types of guitars. Go down to your music store, pick up a number of guitars, plug it into various different amps, and play around with some pedals as well. There are other people in the band. There's the singer, there's the drummers, there's the bassist, there could be another guitarist, a keyboardist, whatever. Make sure that you know your place in a song, okay? If there's not a solo required, don't be soloing when you don't need to be soloing. Play at a certain time. Create the tone that matches, that brings the best sound out for that particular song. Alright? So don't play unless you have to. Know the other people in the band. Know the parts that they're playing. Not necessarily how to play it, but know when their parts in the song are, so that you know not to play, for example, in those parts. So play not all the time. What you'll find is that the best guitarists are the ones who know how not to play, essentially, in certain parts. If there's a person playing all the time, strumming crazy the whole way through, my chances are thinking that, well, maybe they don't know where they are in the song, so they're just, playing some licks, some solos. Try filling the gap. A person who knows how to play, understands the atmosphere of what needs to happen for that song, plays at their appropriate times, right? So don't play all the time, play selectively, play something that matches that song as well. One thing that I think it's pretty obvious, but you never stop learning when you're playing your instrument, okay? You could be playing hours and hours every day, hours every year, and you're seeing improvement, but there's never a point where you've reached the top and you think you're the best guitarist. Even the top guys who you can watch YouTube videos of them, go to their concerts, and they're amazing musicians and guitarists, but they're still themselves learning. They'll still pick up their guitar and practice and practice and practice. So you never stop learning. Continue to learn, continue to practice, and it'll continue to make you a better guitarist. Well, I hope you found that helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to Digital Stereo Guitar for a whole bunch of more videos. Thanks for watching.